SANGAL, Movistar's Vertigo. And you know what I didn't realize in the pregame, Neo?
Go on.
Movistar have absolutely stunk on this map for the last 3 months.
Yeah, it's not been great. It's not been pretty. And for SANGAL, this is also, you know, it's a great pick for them and a punish pick as well on the other side. It's the perfect win-win scenario. Soulfly, little jiggle, just going to fall back. And something that I really want to question is how SANGAL go about this. They know that statistically it's not a great map for the Spanish side. Does that make them a little bit too overconfident?
It's possible, but I feel like this is a map that, or this is a team that feeds off that kind of confidence. When they feel like they can get away for things, they're a lot stronger individually, right? I think that's something you get with newer teams. Bomb plant early on. It's a full retake set up on towards A. Okay, QB won the lottery. Hits the timing on the player coming off of the plant. That's what you love to see if you're a CT side getting started here. Here's going to be the deployed utility. Mopaz is a key piece here. If they take care of him, much easier defuse. And he will get one, but the trades are brutal. It's not looking so hot here. It's AVG, the last bastion of defense, and he's going to be wiped away. No hope, no chance, no time. Maximize the range. But you do have these two M4s, silenced and done, to worry about. And it looks like we're going to go back into El Clasic, the ramp hit.
Can never go wrong, right? User being traded over. Soulfly. This is similar for SANGAL. I don't think they don't mind too much essentially giving up ramp and giving up that map control because they know they're going to win out the fights and the trades over towards the site. So for them, it's not really too much of an issue. A slow take coming through from Movistar, but as you mentioned, very limited utility, and it could really come back to bite them. A couple of smokes to work with and a flash, not going to be good.
There's no smoke on the CT side. This is actually not a good situation to play retake in. They've got the Molotovs, but if you give up ramp, if you give up this bomb plant, it's going to be a really tough retake without smokes. Unless there's some down in towards spawn that I'm not aware of. This could be a problem for SANGAL now. You have 1 HE, right? Teams will save... Oh, it's going to be deployed early on the Molotov. They're trying to prevent that bomb from going down. Here comes in Martinez. He plants default. If the nade was here, that would be punishing, but it doesn't really find him. It's actually the most minimal chip damage. Martinez is down to half, but he's going to be able to get away, and this is that problem. You don't have smokes for the retake. You're going to have to use flashes and Molotovs to force the angles. You really are just going to have to take the fights. Martinez stuck at default. He finds one. Martinez is cleared. DaViG controlling from the ramp. He's got Alex as well to play off of, and now they realize the issue. They need to tap the bomb. They need to start to get on this. They're going to swing. Good trades. And, oh, Saucel, you got to peek. You got to peek. Really haven't even messed with it. I would love to see them threaten elsewhere, because the thing is, from SANGAL's perspective, every round thereby gets a little better. Bit more util, bit more complete. Last time they saved 3 guns as well, so now you're seeing the effect of that. But losing Soulfly again early on here, this time without a pick first, that could be bad. That could be the start that they finally need. Skunk gonna try and this time. Last time he got it, this time he gets punished. Tries the same play again. Movistar ready for it. Fuzi wants to go in. They just can't help themselves. Being tempted in, honeypotted into some fights. Fuzi catches that nade right on the chin. I think this kill determines the round. If Fuzi goes down here, should just be an easy take on. And here's the fight. There's the duel. Goodbye, Fuzi. QB and Corey left. Not enough money to just throw guns away willy-nilly. And at this point, QB, can he even think of an escape? No, he'll stick around, find one, and Saucel's in spawn. So what do they want to do with the bomb? Saucel position in towards mid. He controls this. The bomb is coming towards B. QB recognized it, but... Great. Going to get dropped, but QB in the meantime. All right, here's the deagle. All right. That's maybe why Movistar were nervous about coming towards B. They've tested it, and they have been rejected. Problem here is if you give up this angle entirely, well, a couple guns are going to get picked up by your opponents. That's exactly what's starting to happen. Uh-oh, Movistar. DaViG's got toe holds on A, though. He's got his feet into this. Fuzi's playing back with a scout, but DaViG has a lot of real estate given up for free. He can actually work his way all the way around this corner into elevator and might encounter Soulfly with a dig. So they're going to group up. They're going to come in, and that's a big kill to find. They've lost vision on towards the site. Soulfly is the only one who's close. He's got some utility. And now his teammates are coming in with the rifles. It's going to come out. It's the mortar shot that get Mopaz. Not quite the kill. Those need to be quicker. Those need to be quicker for the punish. They just don't quite have them. But here's the clear. NaVi holds the line for the first, the second as well, and NaVi takes this one home with a 3-piece. If it happens to Movistar right now, I think they just have to DC and bail. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. You are so many USBs.
Oh, no. They're hunting.
Nope, they get 1 AK. They don't get 2. They don't get 2. All right, here we go. Early start. Problem is, Salsal has such a good position now. Martinez is with him. Martinez will have to commit the bomb, but the Molotov gives him a little bit of cover for this. He's going to come in. Oh, they are. One found Molly. Again, just a bit too late, but they're trying to figure this out. I know this should be just a shooting gallery. This certainly this can't fall apart. They're going to commit. No one wants to be the first. No one wants to be the first. All right. They've dodged the shot. Here they go in. Here we go. Martinez, Salsal. Yeah, it's the cleanup crew. It's the cleanup crew. AK trying to get away from this one, but it is going to be a third round for Movistar.
Yeah, AK hightailing it. Hey, I mean, didn't pan out the way, did in the open quals, but to be fair, not a bad effort. You'll walk away with no investment on an AK-47. However, you might not actually walk away with the AK at this rate. Marpol's got a pretty good idea. Strong. Maybe the CT side is their strongest one in, of course, generally what is a weak map for them, and they're hoping they can kind of use momentum off the back of the first half to work in their favor, or vice versa. I mean, a lot of teams who start on the T side, I think it's extremely risky, because if you get into a bad mental space, right, if your morale starts to drop, it's really hard, even if you go into the easier side, to kind of climb it back in your favor. So I have to wait and see. Coring for the first. NaVi will trade out Scrunk. Numbers still favor the T side of Movi.
All the bodies are going to be here. But again, they just don't have a lot to contest in terms of the long game, in terms of the util game, right? Oh, and they're so quick to rotate back. They didn't see the initial hit. They didn't see it come through. So now they're going to spread back out. 15 seconds. To be fair, I understand why they did it. They thought they might just get this on time. Not going to happen. The bomb. Oh, if it got dropped, this could have been dangerous. With 7 seconds to go, there's time enough to get this down. And now Movistar can breathe a sigh of relief. They made this one risky. They made this one dangerous. But they're still going to pull into the lead. And you're still going to have a SANGAL team that's reeling economically. Even if these two guns get saved through, I don't think you can justify buying around them. So now's the real chance for Movistar to make this one shiny.
I gotta say, I really am starting to get slightly concerned for SANGAL. They haven't really looked too convincing right now. And on a map for Movistar, which isn't exactly a strength of theirs, as we were kind of having a little look in, you know, just before getting started towards map number 1. Statistically speaking, not great. It's not exactly been a dream for them in the last kind of few months.
Clearly part of the game plan. Problem is now, Soulfly and Scrunk in particular here towards this A fight are being lured into that one peak, that one early fight, and what was going on with Fuzi there? A little bit of a lackluster peak taken from him, and he will be punished. Faces up against the AWP, tries to get that early positioning, and is not giving it at all. His gun lives, but he certainly does not. And once again, SANGAL going to be a man down early on. You can understand why they'd want to go for a hero play in this one. Limited as they are. But again, they're going to be down early. Yeah. And these 4v5s have not been kind.
It's very slow now as well for SANGAL in terms of their response. I mean, they have very little information to go off, and they're just gambling and hoping it works in their favor. Thankfully for them, it looks like they're getting the right gamble. If they drop the bomb here, this will change things completely, and Martinez has no clue. Bomb down, and potentially it ought to be collected too.
Well now, 40 seconds as well. Movistar played risky with the clock in the last one. This time it might come back to haunt them. Saucel, that's a big clear up on the flank. Now QB knows he has to pick his poison as far as which way he chooses to fight. And he's going to try and secure the flank. This reposition is not bad. Oh, panic though, he gives it away. Still gets the kill. Deagle threatening 20 seconds. They're going to run the risk of just losing this on time. They have to clear out one of the sides. They're going to commit in towards the A fight. Knowing that they had to pick their poison on this one, do they realize how close Soulfly is? He's just trying to buy the clock, but NaVi's aware. NaVi sniffs it out. But do they realize how far up QB is? NaVi's playing it safe. Now the time's not a concern anymore. QB in a 1v2. This one was massive, but he won't even find the first. Well played from NaVi. Ice in his veins. He's having a great map here, Neo.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really... You know, it's such a gamble there. It's a 50-50 in terms of where you want to play the plant, and they've called it perfect. NaVi's had an absolute corker. I mean, it's a really, really good round from him. And, of course, from Movistar in the side. Yes, it's all way out for SANGAL. If this goes badly, they'll be back to no money, and not a bad start either. Corey will fall.
Again, those opening picks haunting SANGAL. Just never give yourselves a... Whoa, it's a meaty nade. Oh, that's so chunky. Saucel and Alex limping, looking at each other like, I don't know what to do, bro. We'll boost up here. We'll attempted fight. That one's going to go for the back girder. No, never mind. It actually clears close. That's not going to be as effective. The nade is. We'll return onto QB. And QB says, bro, flash for me. All right, Fuzi, here comes the flash. Here comes the peek. And there goes the kill. Nicely done for QB. Good sequence.
Good bit of work, right? And this is what we want to see from SANGAL. More of this. More of that kind of, you know, team-based dynamic where it's not individuals dropping early. You know, you've kind of alluded to it multiple times now. They're losing that opening kill more often than not. And that is becoming a real issue where they're always playing at that man disadvantage. Now, finally, a little bit more team-orientated and working for them. Bit of presence over towards B for Movistar. And actually, all four in that position. And they have flanked through in terms of SANGAL. I think they might be expecting a little bit more A presence, and it could be too late. They've got no B-side control.
Still have the bodies here. QB can't recover this. He's got the spot. Oh, loses that fight with Mopos. Nicely done here. Strong, getting some damage, but damage is not a kill, and they could really use it. Look at the red bars, though. 3 players below half, and now Fuzi starts the party on this retake. They're out of util, though. It's just going to have to be the guns. It's just going to have to be the guns. SANGAL has to fight their way through. Once he smokes fade, it's going to be all committed. Oh, pause. Ever lower. Still gets his. That's all he needed. Scrunk will finish him off, but he's bought so much time. They do have a kit. They do have 2. Martinez. Martinez with this op shot. That's not going to connect. It was too tight an angle for online. Now he's under pressure, but he's got it. He delivers, and they're out of time. They're out of time. This is a round for Movistar Riders. Fuzi just looking for damage. While he will find it, he cannot win the round. An op at least is a consolation prize. Man advantage early in a round we've had for SANGAL in a long, long time. We have not seen a lot of 5v4s for them in the last 5 or 6 rounds. So let's see if they can hang on to this, if they can hang on to this lead. And if they can close a much needed round. Movistar gonna group up, gonna turtle up, gonna go for this A ramp take. We got Soulfly out towards Cement. He hasn't played this a lot. There's 2 Molotovs over on Movistar. So provided they choose to commit 1 into clearing Cement, this should be a fish in a barrel type of situation. But it's all about whether they do choose to do it.
We haven't seen Soulfly park up here as well. He normally falls back to sight. There it is. Now he's better with volley. That's unfortunate. That'll give away his ruse. He has very little impact now. Well, you'd hope.
I know. We've seen teams get overlooked here. Players, rather. Martinez, that's a nice pick. Now that puts more pressure on the Soulfly, knowing he's on a bit of an island. Fuzi's going to come in to try and provide some oversight, try and get his teammate out of here. It's all going to be about the timing. They forget about it. They line up. Soulfly, that's always the risk. You can't leave a player in the back lines. And now Soulfly is doing damage on the planter as well. Alex, he's gone. It's all in a Mopaz. The bomb down at least for Mopaz to play off of. But I talked about him heating up. Now would be the time for him to go Supernova. Pepper it down, low in health, 34 points. He's going to be able to slip back into the side hall. But now they're posted up on his angle, and QB will escort him into the next life. Soulfly's position comes back critical. And it's going to be SANGAL taking a much-needed round.
Mike, did they forget about Soulfly?
Martinez, that's a big missed opportunity to potentially get them back into this round. 3 on 5 now. Bodies firmly here for SANGAL. There's still plenty of time. Movistar could pull the abort and bail. They're not going to. Not yet, at the very least. Their utility's been depleted. They've committed most of it into by QB through. Oh, denied on the bomb plant. Once he smokes fade, they are in trouble. There it goes. Here's the cleanup. Martinez one more, but he's stuck. A 1v3, 50 seconds to work. Corey about a feast. About to eat. Oh, easy as well. There's the first one. Oh, Corey just falls off the ankle. All right, doesn't want to get pressured. Oh, dink on. Dink on. But Navi G, likewise, did get collapsed. Another dink. All right, Mopaz is hitting right now with that Tech 9. Not finding kills just yet, but he is putting the fear in the SANGAL. Don't think it's ultimately going to make a huge difference, but keep an eye on that space. Ah, smoke doesn't get you the bomb. Gives him a little room to rumble, though, Mopaz. Maybe just trying to run down the players tag. And he, unfortunately, will find a full HP Corey.
Yeah. Yeah, and being transferred over in towards their T side. Now that FaZe going to take a peek. Cuban open things up. Quick trade. And the Orb FaZe steps off. Brilliant.
That's what they needed. That's what they needed. Talk about that opping a little bit as we seem to have a moment here. It's been interesting. A lot of teams on Vertigo shift their opera around towards the A ramp, but that is the heavy emphasis, not SANGAL. FaZe's been mid responsible pretty much every round, right? They've left it to Soulfly and Skrunk to deal with the A ramp, which has made it a bit more predictable, but he's mostly held back. And in that round, I think, I don't remember whether it was Mopaz or Alex, but in towards mid, they maybe took that a bit for granted, and this time FaZe punishes. So, up a man. I've been very good in favored situations. Skrunk wants to get cheeky here. He's going to go down the ladder. He's not being contested for it just yet. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Temptation is there. The devil on his shoulder says, you can get the flank. You can get the flank. And it's correct right now. Look, sometimes you got to listen to the devil. Sometimes you got to go for that cheeky flank. And Skrunk is giving into temptations. 40 seconds. If he just holds the backstop, they're stuck.
Yeah, Movistar know though. They're holding. He knows. Yeah, he was waiting for it. They knew all about, and that might even tempt a rotation back over towards B.
Don't have time. Don't have time. 25 seconds. They have to go for it. They have to commit to this. 22 seconds. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. Oh, this is such a risk. He's just faking it, which maybe pulls one player off is the idea, but SANGAL aren't taking the bait. They know what the clock is. They know where the time is. They know how absolutely insane that rotation would be. Here's going to come the bomb plant. Is the utility to force him off? There is indeed, and that's it. That's the round. That's the half. That's going to be one more round on for SANGAL. What a recovery here. 4 rounds in a row to make this one competitive. But I think the Movistar Riders may have just done enough. We've seen their woes on this map, so it's certainly very much still up in the air. And SANGAL is such an explosive T-side team here. Neo, what's your confidence heading in? And SANGAL's not going to commit. All right, Neo, they're backing off. Or
I like it.
Just setting up.
Martinez, he won seconds, it seems. And of course, Navi G will come in for support. In comes the util. This will get very dicey. Anti-bash being played, and Dooley's can't find any success. Soulfly, great opening. And they're looking for more as well, but the bomb's got dropped.
It drops forward, fortunately. Gives it covered behind the HVAC system. And that's a huge goal for Soulfly. FaZe gets another. And suddenly this goes from looking dicey to looking very comfortable. Just Alex remaining. He's dinked up. Goodbye, Alex. No. I mean, this isn't a bad fight for Movistar, all things considered. The Eagle's going to commit into the corner. Martinez can find first contact. This gets a lot easier. Oh, there's the spot. There's the util. Now it starts to come through. He gets deleted. Alex only one. So it's going to work out well for SANGAL. 40 seconds on the clock. 2 players here to defend. But Navi G and Mopaz, what can they do? Smokes at the ready. Navi G can do a lot. Navi G is coming up huge again. Mopaz has been given a chance.
That's when we see SANGAL step up, and it's more of the same as Skrunk coming alive again for one more. He's had a slow start to the game. If Skrunk can find some form, of course, just pistols, but extra cash isn't going to be awry at all.
Skrunk's here to take names and chase egos. He's all out of names, I guess. I mean, this round's over. Not that it was ever really on, but it is over. Just about Skrunk making some money. So SANGAL, 2-round lead, 10 up. You feeling good about them now? You're talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of convinced.
And a good thing as well is, right, Skrunk gets a bit of extra cash. If he really can farm some money, potentially, and open towards next, all 5 for Skrunk. And exactly that, if they want to. They can pick up an AWP, and AK can be dropped over towards Skrunk. FaZe can roll the big green. They've got all the decisions. I think, to be honest, just play the next one as a bonus. They don't even need to invest. Just try and hope they can continue on.
1-2. Alex and Mo pause with responsibility over here towards the A side. That's a nice flash peek, but Saucel can't bring it home. It was a good setup. It certainly confirms some information. Does the player float as a result? No. They spotted 2. Tries to not bring the op in at this point because SANGAL are going to take the space. They're going to bring it in. They're going to bring the pressure. Can't find home with the bullets. So much real estate. So much real estate. And there's that first kill. Oh, the answer is swift, though. And Martinez is rewarded for waiting in mid. His patience pays off. Catches a big kill onto Corey. But do they expect FaZe in the same angle? They certainly do not. And that's going to be the op gone. LVG's got a kill in the meantime, but now they know they're going to get pinched. Pressure's on. Soulfly, though. Unfortunate timing on the reload. Leaves it all to FaZe. And damage is the important thing here. Finds one. A second. Can't quite bring home the round, but that is effective damage here. The op's retrieved. That's important for Movistar as they get their first round on the board of the second half.
Needed as well. I think, you know, if the bonus had gone the way of SANGAL, you're thinking maybe this entire half is already in jeopardy for the Spanish side. Thankfully, they're able to clamber it back. It still was.
Still, though. Seems like we're going to fall back in towards the B steps. They've got no vision A ramp. No threat there either. So they're not keeping Movistar terribly honest. There's a 2-man boost over towards A. And that's enough for Movistar. Soulfly boosted up onto the danger panel. Here's going to be the peak. If he finds Martinez, I mean, this round could be wide open. It's a tough fight to be sure. Utility sailing in. Martinez isn't even going to leave himself exposed. And they're going to fall off the boost. 45 seconds. This is going to be the B hit. But having sent that little bit of utility, they've now baited over the presence. Good kill for FaZe. There it is. Martinez checking too many things. That Molotov airburst. The nades are good. Mopaz with just an MP9 trying to hold the line. It's getting messy. 28 seconds. The cavalry's coming, and Mopaz is buying a lot of clock, but he's eventually going to be lost. Bombs out in the open. That's the big issue. That's the big issue. They've got one more smoke. They might just fight their way through. FaZe drops that smoke, but it's all on the...
Towards round number 21, of course, that answer is nothing. No investment. Nothing to be brought to the table in support. I mean, that's a little bit of money to work with. They're just going to go for that mid-take. Flash will catch Corey, and he is getting out of dodge, trying to hightail it to no avail. He is dropped early doors, and AK scooped up in the hands of Martinez.
They need to go quick. They need to go quick. They've got it now, but do they realize there's one player here? Oh, Saucel has been figured out. Okay. That could have gotten weird.
5-7, man. It's good. It's a seriously good gun. I mean, I would even throw out there. I think it's a little bit too strong.
I agree. Oh, no. 5-7 needs a nerf, for sure.
Yeah, it's too strong.
And by that, I mean, don't nerf it, Volvo, please. I need it. I need it.
Yes, the only thing keep me alive. Yeah.
I don't know what it is about that 5-7, but as soon as I can consistently get kills with a gun, I know it needs a nerf.
Yeah, I can't lie. I was using the Krieg in the AUG back in like 2016, but before, you know, way before the meta. But it's just because I needed a scope. I used to play a bit of COD, so I needed a scope in my life.
Yeah, you needed the training wheels on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the bumpers at the bowling alley.
And then the pros use it. That's all okay when the pros use it, but if I do, no.
Poor Alex
will fall.
Thought he was safe. Tucked into a corner. Thought he had a cheeky spot. Too close to the bomb. Instead of most teams which focus too much on the A ramp, they're very focused on the steps fight. We haven't really seen another look. Oh, that's a huge miss from Martinez. That's a big blunder. That might be a bit unforgivable in this round. The off's going to be retrieved. It's going to be gotten rid of. Skrunk's just disposing of it, saying, no way you're getting that. Not a chance on that. But that's now huge. The 5v4, and as we've seen in this map in general, that early pick, it's been really impactful.
Oh, that's a brutal miss. I mean, I don't mean to beat him out on his down sort of thing, but Martinez had a couple of those already this entire game. Sitters that should be very comfortable with him to hit, and the fact that he's missed them could be quite costly. 2 versus 4. Now he's delta towards QB. He's opting to abide by Bogdan's law. But the numbers game, I mean, SANGAL, all they have to do is play trades here.
They really do. And I mean, look, you can't blame Movistar for going for the stack here, trying to play the buddy system, but SANGAL have read it right. Said, well, all right, we just got kills on A. Let's see what we can do towards B and freebie site. Deep smoke on the choke point. They're clearing out the positions. It's very comfortable now. SANGAL going to put this bomb down, and Movistar just going to try and save these guns.
They should. Martinez should be able to. That was the only thing that potentially could be a little bit of a problem. Corey lurking. Wait, they're not playing this, are they? Okay.
No, they don't have
definitely not
kits.
anymore.
I think they thought about it, but without kits, I mean, that time would be brutal. Oh no, NaVi just tries to be the hide-and-seek champ. Should be alright here. Don't think anyone's coming this way.
I can't see them making their way out that way. They'll exit through stairs into spawn. Oh,
Skrunk?
No
Skrunk
shot though,
might.
right?
No.
He won't clear this.
Or,
surely.
unless... Get inside the mind of a Skrunk. He knows. He knows! But NaVi's
back into this game somehow. Suso going for a little bit of a deep. Elevated. Finds one. Makes it two as well. That's a beaut. And a great supporting bit of utility from NaVi as well.
Alright, Movistar. It's been a slow start, but welcome to the half. And Alex... Oh, he got a lucky one and then follows it up. Realizes what he found. And, well, this one might just be done. Skrunk. Do a little hunt. Reminder that with the bank still built up for the T side, economic damage is huge. If they can inflict some casualties here, take some guns away, that's a difference maker. Skrunk, though, bit ambitious, and it's going to be a clean round. 4K.
HP, and even a little bit of lingering utility could be problematic. NaVi caught by the flash, but he's not being cleared, and a bomb down.
Overextension on the second. Now the follow-up. QB, that's a huge one. Now advantage found. No one's in position to deny this. This bomb is definitely going down. Nothing they can do about that. They don't have damaging utility either for the retake. Mopaz gonna have to be the point man here. Martinez to back him up. Utility to set this up. There's the flashbang. Mopaz across. He's not traded, but he doesn't realize there's a player at his back. He should be a dead man. What's going on? There it is. Okay, QB. A little bit slow on it. Might have been eating a flash. Might have been full whited. But he's got it now, and Martinez is in such a tough spot, trying to get through the choke point with an op. It's a
prior round, they've been very slow in the tempo. They've given up too much control over towards Movistar, and allowed Sorcerer just to kind of get away with murder. Much better this time. Of course, Fuzi will pick up an AWP. QB going to take charge and take points towards theirs.
much slower start to this round. No blood shed 30 seconds in. Look at this position now. Look at this cheeky play from Soulfly. He's so far up the A ramp. He's so far up the A ramp.
Okay.
Oh, they have no idea. They have no clue. And he whiffs. Soulfly. No. That was the moment. That was the moment. Oh, he's not punished, so it's okay. It's okay. He gets a mulligan on that one, but he had so much positioning and they had no clue. Alex is thinking whatever guardian angel he has up there because he's been saved from sure disaster, and now they get a do-over. This next pick is going to be huge. Mopaz is out in the open. Not going to find a kill just yet. Fuzi's still looking for it. This is the A-ramp fight. 35 seconds now. They're a little bit committed. They got the util for it. There's not a lot of counter over on the Movistar side. So it's mostly going to be about the gun work here. Alex swinging in. The timing is great here, but he is traded. Pressure on. Flashbang good. Soulfly, though, keeping it even. And that's a huge one from QB. NaVi has been such a backstop in rounds for the Movistar Riders, and this time he will not be able to help on out. Just in the next time that bomb goes down. Go ahead, Neo.
For Movistar, they give themselves no ability to trade, ever. All three of those kills that just got dropped there, they were so isolated, right? And that's the biggest issue, because it's left now. Suso and Martinez with so little to go off. Information minimal, and now they've both been spotted off the back of the boost. I think it's done, mate. This has got to be it. So I say, Martinez will find one.
Well, they do have a kit. They do have a kit, so keep that in mind. A smoke's been retrieved. You're going to be able to go for the defuse here. It's also crosses for it. It's all on the Soulfly. Soulfly, what's he got? He's trying to bait out the shot. He knows he has to pull the opera off. He's got it! He's got it! That's the game! It's over! Nothing Martinez can do! And Soulfly puts this one away!